Hello my fellow sisters and brothers, I am back today with yet another video because we are staying on that grind man. I am doing exceptionally well today, as you can see. I've got my nice tiny eyes, my awesome hat hair, got the blanket thing going on here. 5 hours ago, I came back from the spring break trip that I went on. Here's the big reveal that you all kids have been waiting for. The mysterious place that we went to for spring break was Washington, D.C., also known as Washington District of Columbia, which I did not know. I found that out like 2 days ago when we were there. Anyways, kids, I am back, and I feel like trash. Hence, this little disguise. This is the second all-nighter that I have pulled in the last week. Today, I shall be explaining to you all what I actually did over spring break. If you watched my previous video, you know that I was packing for spring break, but I never quite clearly stated where I was packing for. So ladies and gents, this trip started out on a nice Wednesday afternoon. I had just finished up packing for this trip. I was ready for this trip by noon, which was 6 hours before I actually had to be ready for it. So we left our little hometown of the Midwest at 6:30 p.m. sharp, and we were heading out for the wild east. During the trip, we saw so much exciting landscape, so much of that pizzazz out there.
I think it's pretty good. We're having some really good weather, as you can see. The view is just the best part. Look at those trees. You don't see trees like that. That's about it. The wildlife, though. It's like a trip to the zoo. There was a really pretty sunset earlier.
Very dark outside. I hope it's warm outside.
That's about it, folks. Really nice landscape out here.
So every 2.5 hours, starting at 6:30, we would stop at a rest place. This is where it gets spicy, so get ready for this. So at about midnight or 1 a.m. or whatever time it was, we stopped at a rest spot. When we got there, I brushed my teethies. I got ready for sleeping on the bus. I was prepared. I thought I was actually gonna get a good solid 7 hours of sleep. I was very naive. Another 2.5 hours go by, and we stop at yet another rest stop. I was so dead. I was just barely walking. That's when I decided that I should just give up. I should just accept the fact that I wasn't gonna get any sleep that night. So you see, I went into the convenience store, and I went looking through the aisles, and then I saw the most beautiful fridge, beautiful selection of iced coffees. So I grabbed the first Starbucks iced almond milk latte with vanilla syrup because I am a basic. A whole $2.50 for it.
Deal with the lack of microphone. I'm not doing so well. How's your coffee?
I know it's good.
Then we got back on the road, and I sat with one of my friends with whom I talked the whole night. So don't actually assume that I got any sleep that night because we were up all night bopping to all the Britney Spears songs, feeling better than ever. What time is it?
I have no idea.
I honestly have no idea. What did you buy at the gas station, Mayo?
Got me some Starbucks, and I didn't know how to use a Visa card. He was like, "Oh, you have to swipe it," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then he was like, "You have to enter a PIN code," and I was like, "Oh, I just entered some numbers on the card, and it was right." So
I've gotten an hour, even less, of sleep in the last 24 hours. What about you, ma'am?
same.
We have not been sleeping whatsoever. We do not believe in sleep.
Our grammar is good, yes.
Today, in 4 hours, we're going to be at the White House meeting our dear president. Maybe he'll let us use his many bedrooms because I am exhausted and I need a bed. Turned out the next morning that we were actually pretty loud when we were bopping to our Spotify playlist because pretty much the whole half of the bus in which we were sitting was mad at us for making a lot of noise. And then it was 5 a.m. and it was time to get up. So we got out of the buses. And then it was breakfast time. I got the McMuffin. It was absolutely the grossest thing. The sausage, wet, just fully wet, soaking wet with who knows what. The muffin part was pretty good. I would rate it a 2 out of 10. So I basically just went into a booth with my friend and took a nice nap. I was completely exhausted.
How are you? I am so good, but I could have used more sleep.
Me too.
At around 6 or 7 a.m., we climbed back onto the bus. We were doing a White House tour. If you don't know what the White House is, it is big, it is white, and it's a house. We went there, and we stood in line for an eternity. The Secret Service finally let us in. They didn't find any sketchy background information on me except for my old cringe YouTube channel. The whole tour lasted about 10 solid minutes, but we did have some yummy lunch. We went to a food truck, and I had a nice burrito. It was a hefty, good burrito. It was about the size of a newborn baby, which I keep telling everyone, but no one believes me. It was so good. We went to our hotel, checked in, and we passed out because we were so freaking tired. I went to sleep as soon as room check was over. Let's cut to Friday. I woke up on Friday with real high hopes for the day. I woke up at 5 a.m. Why did I do this? I have no idea. Was it worth getting up at 5 a.m.? I don't know. You tell me. I went down to breakfast with my friend. We had the brilliant idea to make iced coffee. It was witchcraft right there. Us mixing that coffee, a real pick-me-up, really inspired me to actually do something with my life. So the first thing that we did when we left the hotel is we went to a souvenir shop.
Comment down below if you think I should get this. By the time you comment, it'll be too late.
I got these bad boys. I also inspired one of my closest bros to buy a pair like that. We were matching. You basically couldn't even tell us apart. So then when we got back on the bus, I showed all my peers my absolutely amazing clout goggles. Everyone loved them. Everyone was trying on these bad boys to see how they fitted. Fast forward to the afternoon. We went to the United States Capitol. We were promised lunch, so I was pumped because I love lunch. I got a salad. It was like 99% carrots, which cost me $20 freaking dollars. I was so mad.
Sophie? Oh my god. No! Back off. I have my gun. FBI. The government is always watching.
So then we went to visit some monuments.
We are vlogging. Hi, we're at the World War II Memorial.
It's pretty cold. Taking a video together. Oh, wait, I want to hold it.
After the World War II Memorial, we went and saw the Lincoln Memorial, but soon after that, we were heading for the hotel. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't a boring bus ride. We were having a blast. It was 9 p.m. and it was time for bus karaoke. Then we arrived at the hotel where we immediately bought ourselves some snacks. I just want to add that we got quite a few noise complaints that night.
It's all coming back to me now.
The next day was our third and last day. We did a lot of stuff. We got up really early that day. First we went to Arlington Cemetery. Then we drove up to Gettysburg where me and my friends did some ASMR.
Hola! Welcome back to this ASMR channeling. Today we are eating lunch. It doesn't have a sound. Yum.
Then we went to a national park at sunset and it was really pretty. And then we just got back on the bus and drove 12 hours home. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed my little spring break montage. If you got this far, kudos to you, my dears. Hope you guys had a wonderful spring break and see you all later.
Don't forget me. I swear that you remember.